west toward Woodland Hills Mall Road, then turn left onto Woodland Hills Mall Road.
This guy says, leave the food in front of my garage, which, that's different. Okay, wait,
head west on East 74th Place towards South Memorial Drive, then turn right after Taco Bell.
Remember we
Take
said...
the next right after Taco Bell on the right onto South Memorial Drive.
Remember,
in a quarter mile, use the second from the left lane to turn...
Remember we said stalkers take pictures of their victims, like Neil? I got pictures where your arm was scratched off because I'm your stalker. Stalking is a felony. Interference with commerce and contracts is also about to be a criminal problem for you. Businesses do not have time for that. They don't want to deal with it. When I first got back from Lubbock jail in my false arrest, and I'm calling around for expungement information, one of those guys told his secretary, it's Cynthia Ortiz. That's the one Charles Perry's stalking. He's a weirdo. So what you need to do if you end up in the same building with him is don't look him in the eye, don't make a scene, but bail. Get out of there, because he's a Looney Tune, and we don't want you to be the next Cindy, and he'll ruin your life like he did hers. When people look at moving an entire business and their employees and crap, you know what happens, Mr. Perry? They often hire private investigators before they do that, because they're smart shit. You know it? People with a business, they're smart. They know how to look into things. They don't just pull up crime stats. They're gonna dig a little. They start finding out what you're doing. He's doing this and XYZ and getting away with it right now. I'm not putting my employees in danger that way. So we're not moving to that town. We'll move somewhere else. I'm not gonna go to Lubbock where they let a murderer kill a guy in his front yard who was there legitimately to pick up a kid. We're not gonna move to a town where you got a creepy guy putting cameras in women's homes. Divorced women with kids, or single women. We're not gonna do it. I don't have time to mess with that. So we're just not gonna move to that town and go where that guy is. So you're ruining a lot of business, you and David, and Calvin, and Josh, and Matt. You're affecting business and commerce in ways you don't even know, but you're fixing to go to jail for it. Charles will never get a date with somebody like me. I gotta deliver this. So now I got another one. And see if that guy ends up. You know, stalkers take pictures. Did we not say that? I'm gonna say it again. Stalkers take pictures. You know what? Stalkers take pictures. We just said he hacks my DoorDash app in order to get pictures. He has his people calling in, and they got a camera somewhere nearby. And since we made a big fucking thing about the doorbell, now today we had an apartment complex. They made sure to leave a parking place open right near me, and had a doorbell right there. So I'll show you how. Hold on. See, we got this whole DoorDash hack thing. See how we do that? See the camera right there? Yeah, they made sure that parking place was open when I pulled in. So I'll pull in, and sure shit, there's a camera right there. Everywhere I go, he's got some sort of camera. Because stalkers take pictures, isn't that what Neil said? Do you want me to show you the pictures of the scratches on your arm? When she's confronting him about getting in, you know, fuck, now you're stalking my family. Here's the thing, domestic violence involves economic abuse. Economic strain. Mr. Perry types in my phone, I'm supporting you. No, you're not. I can barely eat. You're stealing my money. So we all know, you know, we got another one because you continue to bother me. You continue to take my money. You continue to make unwanted contact. And you're a creepy little fuck. So what happened is you continue to fuck with my, you know, work. Well, how come she didn't apply for unemployment? And the guy goes, listen, I've already explained this to you repeatedly. I think everybody's getting a little tired of that, you and your Alzheimer's problems. She did. They said she didn't qualify for anything. So what we know at this point is that you've spoofed accounts. It's called fraud. You're spoofing Upworks, you're spoofing a FlexiJob, you're spoofing any kind of online board where she'd want to find writing work, freelance writing work. That's what she wanted to do. It's really none of your business, is it? When she's dancing, you ran everybody off. You rented out the club, ran off paying customers, and put your 5 guys in with their canned food. That's not doing shit. You're taking her steak and you're giving her canned food. Now, whether or not she applies for unemployment is not your business. She wants to work. You're doing your spoof accounts. People apply for work online. They're not really going to the place, the company's on website. They're going to your spoof. They're filling out a form for your spoof site. And so they never get a call back. All these women do that. Who's Monique, Charles? Charles, who's Monique to you? Who's Calvin to you? Who's Geppetto to you? Who's the Muffin Man to you? So, David, you too. Both of you are interfering with business. Lots and lots of business. You got people mad at you haven't even heard of yet. We've not even talked about it. Whole lot of shit we've not talked about. But everywhere I go, you know, the lady where I am made 2. I needed a new key card. She made 2 and gave me 1. It's the same one that complained about the money being oily. And I'm like, oh my God, of all the things in life to be upset about, you're upset about that. Pissed my guys off. They get all over her. They hear y'all calling her, asking her questions. How much cash does she have? Last time she bought something or paid for something. Did you find out how much money she had in her wallet? Oily money and crap. I'm like, I didn't think the money was oily. And if all the things to be upset about, you're upset about that. It's called gaslighting. We call it witness tampering. And your little bald fat chick that came out when I'm talking to somebody, she comes out and just stood there watching. We're like looking at each other like, you gotta be shitting me with this. She's the one that has the little camera, right? Because stalkers take pictures. I did move twice to get away from you. So what this guy says, this attorney, he tells his secretary, you should see what he did to her. I was calling around to find, get quotes on expungement, whatever. And the guy says to his secretary, hang on. So he goes, so is there going to be a camera at this guy's house, Mr. Perry? Stalkers take pictures. Normal people don't. So the guy's like, asking questions. He's like, is there a, he's like, she's calling for the expungement. You have any idea what he just did to her? It's a nightmare. She lost her house. He's supporting me on my ass. I'm in the fucking ghetto. I can barely make it. So I don't date anybody that doesn't support my career goals. I don't date anybody that peeps. I don't date anybody that takes my money. It's called economic abuse. It's part of domestic violence. My guys call it grand larceny with intent to coerce, interference with contracts and commerce with intent to coerce. David, you're in a lot of trouble for that. You are. It's so easy, it's not even fair. What kind of pathetics pick on women and children because they're too weak to pick on dudes? Who's Monique to you, Charles? Who's Calvin to you, Charles? We got all that because you take my money and you peep and you hack and you cause a problem. And you creep me out all fucking day. A retarded monkey, literally, can sit and watch TV and hit buttons. That's your skill set. How embarrassing. So he says, if you see Charles Perry in any building and any place ever at all, get the hell out. Don't make a scene. Don't make eye contact with him. He thinks that's a date. Get bail. Get out. And don't have a conversation with him because you'll be the next Cindy. He's whack job. That was your reputation when I first got home. It's even worse now. It's even worse now. These guys, you got a business owner. You got a business owner who wants to bring his company in and his family and his children and employees and their families and their children. You think they're not going to hire a PI to look into what's going on in this town? I want to know the players. I want to know who they are. I want to know what they do. I want to know the crime. Crime is, people don't like crime. They're going to move their place of business where the crime is. Hang on. Alright, so they're going to hire a PI and they're going to look into it. They're not stupid. They don't have time for distractions. They don't. They're busy. They're busy being productive, law-abiding citizens. They don't want their kids, their employees and their kids distracted with your crime. So, when they find out where you're at, they're not going to move there. That includes Oklahoma. Oklahoma's lost some pretty big contracts as of late, where they wanted to attract business. We've lost them. You're here. You're here running people off. I promise you, these guys have the money and the wherewithal and a desire to make sure they're not sending their people into a place with shitty schools and crime and corruption, where there is crime and no one stops it. No one does anything about it. So, Lubbock is losing people, business, economic development. So is Oklahoma, because you're bothering everybody. We're not going to go on a date, Mr. Perry. You repulse me, and I've said that over and over and over. You're just a delusional stalker. The more you pressure me, the more you burden and impose, the more you contact me, the more you take my money, the more you invade my privacy, the more we get. Recording after recording after recording. So after you bother me all fucking day, we got more. What kind of insurance does she have on her car? Well, y'all can't hit her again. You've hit her 5 times. It's looking funny at this point. You're going to have to make sure she hits somebody else. We have the recording of it. We have the recording of it. Why can't she apply? Why didn't she apply for unemployment? And the guy said, it's not any of your business. And we've already talked about this over and over. If you're too stupid to get it the first time like everybody else, what's going to happen is you might get people to turn against you. You're getting on their nerves. You're an imposition. We know she did try, but you know what? It's not your business. She wants to work, and you're taking her money, and everybody's mad. Everybody's furious. And the next thing we know, she's quoting y'all. You're doing spoof accounts. You're doing spoof accounts. Women are applying for a job at whatever, the mall or Target or a business, and they're not getting a call back. Then you're making it weird. Because it's your spoof account, all they're doing is filling out a form on your spoof account. And everybody knows it, and we've said it over and over and over and over and over. When you do it to me, you guys started getting caught like never before in your lives. And you act like you don't know what that means, because you're all fucking retarded, aren't you? So, when you get told, Charles, you're not going to get a date with me. I can't stand you. I'm not in love with you. I'm not impressed by you. You're a fat, lazy turnoff. You're a delusional, rejected stalker who can't be normal. You can't. You're about to go to prison. You and David and your little crew of weirdos. All of you. So, when that happens, remember, I told you so. You got pictures of me? I told you so. Stalkers do that. They take pictures of their victims, don't they? You don't get a date. 13 years. Charles, it's not been a day or a week or a month that you're rejected. It has been 13 years. I say no. I don't like you. Move on. Grow a pair, act like a man, and move the fuck on. You don't have a choice. When you don't, we get more. Is that what you want, David? You like getting quoted, David? You like getting quoted? Huh? That's all that you've gotten for 13 years. Nothing else. We're building a criminal case against you, because you know what? People don't like crime. They're not going to move their families and their kids to a town that's got something like this going on. They're not gonna. They know how to research. They know how to hire a PI. I'm not putting my employees and their families at risk with these bitches causing a problem. I'm not gonna get in that. I don't have time. I got a business to run. We don't have time for that kind of distraction. Don't go to Oklahoma and don't go to Texas. Or at least not Lubbock. You can go on somebody's front yard legitimately, where there's a crime in progress, interference with a child custody agreement, which is a felony in Texas, and end up dead. And nobody will do a fucking thing about it. Right? No rendering aid he should have been arrested for immediately, and interfering with a contract. And that was first degree murder, because he walked in that house, instead of calling police, he got a gun and killed someone. who didn't threaten him at all. Unarmed man. And everybody hates you people for it. Everybody hates you. Everybody's talking because everybody fucking hates you. Bunch of country bumpkin criminals. So when you bother me, you're a imposition, Mr. Perry. Not a wanted guest. Not somebody everybody can't wait to see again. Everybody's sick of you. All of you. Sick of you. Sick of the crap you're doing. It's not just me you're causing business and economic loss for. You can deal with that in your criminal case, alright? Charles, what did I just say? You just contacted me again, you fuck. What did I just... When you contact me, we're gonna get more, because you just did that. Okay? Don't cry about it, you asked for it. So, here's another one asking for sauce. Now, I've had 2 in a row, both asking for sauce. So, I asked for the sauce. We'll see. I don't look in the bags. We're not allowed to look in the bags. I guess some people were eating the food, so they're usually sealed up. We can't get in there to see if they got the sauce or not. I don't know. Unless they just flat tell, just come right out and say, oh, by the way, we put the sauce in. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. The thing is it's your responsibility as the customer to order that when you place your order. It's not the DoorDash person's responsibility. We just deliver the food. It isn't our responsibility to get your shit that you forgot, Charles. When you have your people call in, don't do that fucking again. Do you understand me? This is your guy. We know that. We know that. So what's going to happen is my guys are going to get more because you pissed them off doing this. You're not going to get a date with me, ugly, fat, slaw, pervert, turn off. You're going to jail. You're a job. We're all tired of repeating ourselves, okay? You need to get it the first time. It has been 13 years. I rejected you. I've tried to get away from you. I tried not to have a conflict with you. You need to get a grip on reality, grow a pair, move on. Get away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Whoever this guy is going to have a problem. He's probably going to have a wiretap on his phone in about 5 minutes. Keep asking for sauce. Not my responsibility, is it? If you're a grown-ass man, ask for it when you place your order. Once they seal that up, we don't touch it. We don't get to. People were eating everybody's food. So, it's your problem. This is your guy, your problem, okay? Your cameras, duly noted for the record, we keep saying you're hacking my Dasher app, didn't we? Mr. Perry, we've told everybody you're hacking my app. Mr. Perry, everybody knows you're hacking my app. I told you so. You're interfering with my money. Everybody knows already. You're getting caught when you do it to me. Who's Monique to you? Who's Calvin to you? Huh? Who's Geppetto to you? So, I don't know who the fuck you think you're fooling. What planet you live on. You're never going to get a date with me. What you just did is piss everybody off. That's it. So, we know that's your guy. This is the second one in a row that asked me to get sauce. No. You be grown up and you order right. How about that? 2 of them in a row. So, I asked for it, but whether or not they give it to him, that's not my problem, is it? Nope, it's not. But your guys are to get out of my life. All of you. Get the fuck out of my life. Get the hell away from me. Get away from me, Perry. So, my guys, remember the woman that I went to pay for some... I paid for my room or something, and she threw a fit. Your money's oily. And I was like, actually, it's not oily, and I don't know what the fuck is your problem, but in the scope of things in life, you're witness tampering as far as we're concerned. That's not, your gaslighting is witness tampering, Perry. This interference with commerce and contracts, Charles and Dave, Calvin, interference with my money, that's a problem for you, not me. Believe me. My guys are going to get my money back. It's not up to you. If I quote what you just said, you think it's up to you, you're off your nut. You truly are mentally retarded, and you're not showing anything, but that's what you are. You're not all there. We've had to repeat ourselves again. You had that complaint. Her applying for unemployment isn't your business. Let her work. Let her work. Get out of her wallet. Because when you don't, we get more. Anyways, this chick's throwing a fit over oily money. Guess what? My guys get all over that. They're pissed. She's witness tampering as far as we're concerned. We want to see if she's being shitty to you because she's like that, or did Dave and Charles tell her to do that? You know, like your big, fat, bald chick standing there watching me and that guy talk with her little camera. Stalkers take pictures. We're not taking pictures of you, or I'm not. I don't give a fuck about you. So, anyway, so then he finds out that you guys called her and asked her if she knew how much cash I had on me. Today she makes 2 keys. I only got 1. You don't get a key to my room, or my residence, or my home. You're gonna go to jail. Do you understand me? So, when I'm quoting you, I mean, what planet do you fucking live on that you don't get what's happening here? How does that information get from you to me? Fabian puzzle. You're going to jail. And everybody's sick and tired of the imposition that you are. The burden that you are. You're not going to get a date with me. You're just a delusional stalker. Everybody's sick and tired of having to deal with. Everybody's sick and tired of watching you make me struggle. And invading my privacy. And making everything weirdo. So, causing towns or states that want to attract a business, they're like, yeah, I'm not going there. Look what they do with crime. We don't need that. Our people don't want to have to deal with this. It's a distraction from work and business and making money. We don't have time. Nobody else has time. Why do you? You're pathetic. You're a pathetic whack job reject. Get the fuck away from me. So I'm going to finish this, and then I'll be back later. Look at that. That's the last order I had. I want sauce. 2 in a row. Nope, you're a grown-ass person. Get it when you order.